Oh, thank you for the box of
For
rocks.
those of you who know,
Hate Army, thank you for sending me a box of rocks. I appreciate it, man. Oh man, look at this. Thank you so much, Hate Army, for sending me a box of rocks. Holy crap, just received my official review copy from Sony PlayStation, and it has no NDA, so you can expect my full hands-on review. He said this was in retaliation. In retaliation to SuperBlindMan announcing that he got a fucking free PS5, by the way. This shit right here. Wild and crazy nonsense. Oh, that was the yeah. There we go. And this was the original tweet that started it. Look at this. Hold up. Look at that. October 23rd, 2020. And what's this? October 23rd, 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, I can officially announce that I have right now a PlayStation 5, courtesy of the awesome folks at PlayStation. I will be reviewing it in full, hardware and software. More details soon. So it's kind of wild. This guy right here pretending to give a shit. Man, how many times did we act like a fucking jealous ex over nonsense? Nonsense! Literal nonsense! Imagine you wake up in the morning before you fucking stream and you have the goal to sit here and you're gonna fucking complain that a blind dude got a PS5! And then you would go on to fucking not use a PS5 because you fucking hate it and it's got nothing on it. But you complained so much when you were on the fucking phone with Amazon support, worried about whether or not you were gonna get your fucking stupid PS5. That's the shit we're dealing with. This is the shit we're dealing with. This dude right here is making a fake ass eulogy and sitting here crying his fucking, he's bawling his fucking eyeballs out. He's giving a fucking boo-hoo sob story about a dude who died and he doesn't even know how he died. He wasn't there for him. Do you think this dude sent him flowers? You think he sent anything to his fucking wife? This dude doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a shit. This fat piece of shit is sitting here making a fucking tribute video where the overwhelming majority of people who watched it downvoted it because they thought it was fucking scummy that a dude made a 5.5-minute presentation just like a guy who died and he pretended to give a shit about. That's where we're at. This is fucking insane. And he would go on to repost this video underneath a fucking thread, hoping he was gonna get some kind of fucking attention. Motherfucker, send a gift basket over to the fucking grieving widow. If you care so much about this guy, go donate to his fucking charity fund. If you give a shit about this guy and what he did. Don't sit here and pretend that this, you know what? You don't even have to monetize this. If anybody gave you any kind of super sticker or anything, motherfucker, give that money over to him. You could have done that. But instead, we're sitting here and we're pretending that this is the best we could do. We're gonna make a cry segment, which, by the way, the waterworks turn off.
Brandon, you know why I'm feeling this way? And all I wish is for the accessibility community. I wish you the best. This is going to be a huge loss, but things are going to get better, I feel, for the community. Things have been getting so good
Look at that.
in regards to accessibility for video games, and I really hope that as a result of Brandon's work, that things continue to get better.
We had 40 fucking minutes.
And rest in peace,
Brandon. 40 seconds. 40 fucking seconds. 40 seconds, and it's gone. That's the nonsense that you had to deal with DSP doing a tribute to anything.
Likes 1011 cheered 50 big ups. Remember, when get mad, chill, oos.
That is true. When get mad, chill. I have to really go over all of that. I have to be extra for these kind of moments, because if I don't, it's not gonna get my point across. That it's not the fact that was this monetized or not, because at the end of the day, it doesn't have advertisements. I've looked through it just to check if it had advertisements on it. It didn't appear to be the case. Most people are going over the whole, well, you can give him a super thanks. I get it, but that's default on his page site-wide. No matter what, you either have it on or you have it off. You can't turn it off for the specific videos.
As of like yesterday or the day before, it is official. Listen to this.
All right, listen to
the
this,
Nintendo
guys.
Switch.
Perk your ears up.
Has now been out
for 8 years
for the longest period of time that any Nintendo console has ever been out and released without being replaced.
Oh, okay. All right, that's the story. And we can move past it, right? Because that's the story.
What do I mean by that?
Oh my fucking... I knew deep down in my soul that the words, what do I mean by that, was going to come up. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to invoke it. It's like saying Bloody Mary in front of a fucking mirror in your bathroom. You know it's not going to do anything, but somebody's going to do it. There's no way on earth he can say anything intelligent past this point. It's just going to be bullshit. We're literally going to talk about a console he doesn't care about. There's nothing DSP can tell me about the Switch right now that I'm just going to give a shit about. This dude doesn't play on this console. He just doesn't care. So what are we going to fucking say? It's been out so long, they need a Switch 2? I'm going to get a Switch 2? Great, maybe. I don't fucking know. This dude doesn't even play Nintendo games.
I mean, the day that the Switch released in 2017 to now is a longer period of time.
How many have they sold?
Than any other Nintendo console has ever been out and not replaced by a new unit. So, to give you the statistics here.
Oh my god, statistics side.
Nintend's
I hate
first
doctor numbers. I want them to go
console
away.
Actually came out in 1977. It was just called the Color TV game.
We literally give a history lesson of Nintendo from the 60s!
Then the Nintendo 64. Oh, by the way, that was only just over 2,000 days, the Super Nintendo.
The fuck?
Nintendo 64 came out June 23rd, 1996. And here's a funny story about that. So, when the Nintendo 64 was coming out,
shut up.
There was no holiday or anything anytime soon.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I hope you had that N64 and it was the best.
I remember I got it as a Christmas present that year. I got it as a Christmas present that year.
I hate it.
But in a very rare move.
Okay. Is this the story?
My mother said, all right, since you already saw it.
How much? This is the N60. No!
And I see how you're reacting.
Get out! Leave!
It was Xbox 360, PS3, and then Wii.
We're
in
not
that order.
Up to current!
Current Nintendo console, over 2,700 days in climate.
Okay.
Got rid. They didn't even leave it on it. The Nintendo Wii U. Big stinkeroony. East, March 3rd, 2017, and as of today, it is still the current Nintendo console, over 2,700 days in climate, with no end in sight, because we know they're going to announce the Switch 2, but they haven't yet. So it likely, I mean, if you think about it, it's probably going to reach 2,800, 2,900, maybe even 3,000 days.
Wow.
Right? Could be. I guess we'll see.
I want you to really think about this story that he just told us. Like, I know that there's like times where I kind of fake being mad, or I wouldn't say fake being mad, but I over exaggerate being mad. But like, I'm thinking to myself how much I had to skip because this dude didn't read just an article. We read like the history of Nintendo to make the point that the current console has been out the longest compared to anything else. He could have just said X console has been out for this many days, this many days, this many days, this many days, and the Switch has been out for this many days total with no end in sight. You could have finished that out in under a minute. But we had a whole story. We had a whole thing back in the 70s. There are motherfuckers are in both of these chats that weren't even born then. We talked about shit back in the 70s. We talked about Nintendo and coming up through the ages and had a whole N64 story about how he begged his mommy, please, please, can I get an N64 for Christmas, birthday, Halloween, New Mexico, fuck your ass. I don't know. But like, at the end of the day, the story is the Switch has been out the longest. And we just end it with, I don't know how long it's going to be out for. Who knows? What was the point of saying the story? He could have said that DSP could have literally made a story about himself saying, I've been on this earth for 42 years. What do I mean by that? Well, back in the 70s, I was born. And in reality, I have been a child and I've been growing up ever since. And you know how many days I've been on earth? He could have literally did that and it would have had the same exact impact. It actually would have had more impact to his stream than what he told us today about the fucking Switch, a console that he doesn't even fucking play. It's not even his Switch. I mean, it is, but it's a gifted fucking Switch. That makes it extra bad. He literally had a Switch. It fucking bricked. He went in and returned it and got gifted a fucking Switch. And since that day, we have been utilizing it next to nothing. We've played next to nothing on the Switch. And we're talking about it like we're fans of fucking Nintendo. Remember this dude was supposed to play the new fucking the new re-released fucking remaster of fucking Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door? Remember how we were supposed to do Luigi's Mansion? What happened to these games? We don't touch them. We don't touch the new Pikmin. This guy is such a fake Nintendo fan, and it actually pisses me off. Only because you can call me a fucking Nintendo shill and shit. I love my PC, I love my PS4, and I loves me my Nintendo 3DS, my DS, and my Switch. And my Wii. I love them fucking consoles. I love them to death. But for fuck's sake, this dude acts like such a fucking fake fan. Such a fake fucking fan, and that everybody fucking agrees with him. Well, if you look at the sales numbers for the Switch compared to the fucking PS5 and the Xbone right now, the Switch is kind of doing laps. I don't think anybody's really cheering that their fucking Xbox and their PS fucking 5 are getting a whole lot of use out of all the amazing releases that have been coming out as of late. Not out of the last 3 years. I really hate hearing him talk about anything Nintendo related. It is just magnificent how much this dude is willing to completely ignore his history of how much he hates fucking Nintendo to pretend he's on somebody's side like he's cheering them on or something. Fuck out of here. That was the equivalent of saying, Nintendo, you've been around as long as Phil's been making content. Give yourself a self-congratulatory pat on the back. Maybe somebody should tip him $50 and say, Phil, Nintendo, I love your content. Miyamoto? You're pretty cool. Nice. There was also this dude last year. Oh man, I kind of wish I had her autograph, like the fightstick and among other such nonsense. Because it was this one lady who was cosplaying as Cammy
from this wire here.
She had a fucking fat ass. I gotta find her page. She has a lot of nonsense on her pages though. Jeez Louise.
Oh man.
And I'm gonna have to find my phone. Where is it? Just so I can find this one picture of this one lady with a fucking fat ass. I'm just gonna say, you're gonna get an idea of the kind of ladies that we like. She was pretty good. She had stuff going on. I thought the cosplay was pretty good. I'm just saying. Yes. I'm just saying, guys.
This is funny. Why did you post a lengthy comment on an 8-year-old Street Fighter 5 video 3 days ago?
Oh.
Well, first of all, let me ask you.
Actually, that's funny.
Just broke out at gate A.
That's funny.
I want all available helicopters and MTF
that's
units at
funny.
gate A. Now, I repeat,
I didn't think
SCP-602 is
he
out
was
of the facility.
gonna fall for something like that. Okay, hold up. Somebody posted that up recently. And I had a good read about that, and I was kind of wondering why he did it. Here it is. So this is a comment. Thank you, Be Awesome One, by the way. This was posted up 3 days ago. This was on the Street Fighter V launch
Raisa ng guhit
video.
Drake sa lumbuhit 331 has redeemed the
8 years
following
ago.
TTS message. Anisby, he is very be pass it on.
And for some reason, we posted up all of this. Spoilers, Street Fighter V eventually worked, but proved to be the worst officially numbered Street Fighter game ever. For 7+ years, Capcom milked an awful game engine and relied on tons of input delay and pattern play, all the while releasing lackluster and uninspired DLC fighters for profits. The FGC refused to acknowledge how bad the game was until the release of Street Fighter VI in 2023, when most of them jumped ship and completely dumped on the game. What happened for the 7 years they played it? This is a sad state of the modern FGC. Get mistreated, play crap just to keep the community alive instead of demanding better. Keep spending on bad games, then pull a complete 180 when something better comes out. Cautionary tale, if something is this bad at launch, it's likely not going to improve no matter how many bells or whistles are added. Abandon crap fast, and then companies will be forced to actually put out something good. For example, Street Fighter VI is one of the most well-received fighting games in history and worked on day one, likely because Ono doesn't work for Capcom anymore. Support companies that care. We're telling that about Capcom, by the way. Capcom. Support companies that care. It's still the same company, motherfucker. It's still the same one. But my God, this guy, he just does this randomly. How does DSP respond to this?
You think?
I want to hear this without any music.
This is funny. Why did you post a lengthy comment on an 8-year-old Street Fighter V video 3 days ago? Well, first of all, let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
How do you even know that I did?
Imagine how insecure of your own comment that you make that you have to say that, because he knows the reason why he's asking that. He's like, oh, this must be a troll. But how is it a troll thing to notice that you made a comment on a video that's like fucking almost a decade old, so you could bitch about a game that you tried to play, couldn't get into, and fucking dumped on afterwards? This dude, he has no spine.
If you answer the question, how you know that I posted a lengthy comment on a Street Fighter V video, I will answer the question, but I want your answer first.
Yeah, he won't answer.
How would you possibly know that I did that?
He literally has no fucking backbone. He can't even stand behind his own comments. He's bitched about this before. It's not like it's anything new. He could say he saw it on Twitter. But what is he going to say? What is DSP going to say if he says he saw it on Twitter? Look at him. He puts him in checkmate. He sits there and he's put... What the fuck? Was that him? It was. Oh, God. I thought somebody did an emote to make the fucking goat noise. Ugh. Yes, the silence is deafening.
Yeah, you notice the guy's super quiet. He hasn't responded.
He literally said, I am sub to the same channel. He literally said, I am sub to the same channel. He's not quiet. He actually fucking responded right here. He's not looking at it. He's not paying attention.
What a shocker.
He's not paying attention. He answered and everything. He doesn't accept the answer. Look at that. Look at that. He's seen it. He's seen the answer. He has seen the answer. He literally added DSP. Gave him the answer. Where is it? Where is it? Dora and the Llama. DSP Gaming. I am sub to the same channel. He's literally telling you right now. He doesn't want to fucking answer it.
The guy's super quiet. He hasn't responded. What a shocker.
He doesn't know. He's thinking about how to answer this now. Because he showed up as being an asshole now.
Not going in all the way easily.
Look at him. He doesn't know how to answer this now. It's like, wait a minute. That guy could have actually legitimately seen my activity. He could have just checked the channel. He could have just checked Street Fighter V. I don't know. It could have been in passing.
He subbed to the channel too. What channel? What are you talking about?
Bro.
The comment was on my video.
Yeah.
If you don't know what he's talking about, so here, I told you guys about this last week.
Now he gets to answer
Video
it.
comments are now open on my channel.
He now gets to answer it.
Okay? There was a time when video comments were off, and now video comments are on all my videos. So now, anytime anyone leaves a comment, I see it first, and I have to review and approve it.
Okay.
So someone had left a video comment on my Street Fighter V launch day video. Remember how bad the launch was? It was a huge fail. Nothing worked. So, yeah, someone had left a comment on there, and I went ahead.
And
there we go. That's good. And I responded to the comment, and then I commented on Street Fighter V in general 8 years later on how the game actually performed and what.
The comment that was made was literally a timestamp saying "Laugh my ass off" by Jared the Gamer 369 at this.
And I'm sorry, if you're a fucking Capcom fanboy and you won't stop sucking their fucking dick at this point, you might as well just permanently spread your fucking ass cheeks and let them insert. Because that's pretty much what you're gonna be. You're gonna be the butt boy of Capcom if at this point you're still kissing their ass and saying that this is acceptable. You're a fucking tool.
All this guy commented was just a timestamp. That's it. He didn't make a statement. He just said, "Laugh my ass off." DSP interpreted that as like somebody supporting him or something. I don't fucking know. He interpreted it some way. And now we get this.
People thought about it, etc.